Do you ever feel like retirement planning comes down to one formula? Save as much as you can in a 401k, add some Social Security, and hope that's enough? That's how most people think about retirement. But if you have a pension, you're not playing that same game. Your path looks completely different. A pension changes everything about retirement planning: how much you need to save, when you can retire, how you invest, and even whether you need to keep working at all. Hey everyone, I'm David Cavanis, certified financial planner. And the truth is, most pension holders don't realize how powerful a pension is or how easy it is to make the wrong move. So in this video, I'm going to break it down: why a pension transforms your retirement and the 3 biggest strategies you need to get right if you want to maximize the benefit. Let's start with why a pension changes everything. Think of it this way: a pension is a guaranteed monthly income for life. Let's say your pension pays you $4,000 a month and your Social Security benefit adds another $3,000. That's $7,000 of steady income hitting your bank account every single month. That kind of fixed income reduces the pressure to save $1, $2, or even $3 million in your retirement accounts. It creates what we call an income floor. In other words, you have a stable foundation of income that covers your core needs: housing, food, healthcare, before you ever touch your investment accounts. That income floor creates stability, but it also creates flexibility. You don't have to stress every market swing. You can afford to make smarter choices with the rest of your portfolio. Strategy 1 that we want to talk about is that you might not need to save as much. For most retirees without a pension, the math looks like this: Social Security plus savings withdrawals equals your lifestyle. And if Social Security only covers a fraction, the gap can be $4,000 a month or more, forcing you to build huge portfolio just to fill that gap. But with a pension, that gap is often much smaller. Imagine a couple whose combined pension and Social Security income is $5,800 a month. Their expenses are $7,000. That's only a $1,200 monthly gap. Compare that to someone without a pension whose expenses are $7,000 a month and Social Security only covers $3,000. They've got a $4,000 gap every single month. The difference changes the entire savings picture. Here's another way to look at it. Calculate the lump sum equivalent of your pension. Take your monthly pension, multiply by 12 months, then multiply again by 20 to 25 years. A $4,000 monthly pension is the equivalent of having roughly $1 to $1.2 million sitting in an investment account. The reality is, many people with pensions could retire earlier than they think, but they keep working out of habit or fear because they don't realize just how much income their pension really represents. Our second strategy is that your investment strategy could be more aggressive. And this is where most people miss the mark. They treat their portfolio the same as someone without a pension. But a pension changes the risk equation. Think of your pension as the bond portion of your portfolio. It's predictable, it's somewhat guaranteed. That means you may not need to load up your investment accounts with as many bonds or conservative holdings. Instead, you can afford to lean more into stocks for growth. What does that matter? Because growth is what helps you keep up with inflation. It's what lets you build a legacy for your family. It's what gives you the financial cushion for healthcare costs or long-term care later in life. And here's another critical point. When you have a pension, your withdrawal rate from investments is often lower. That reduces the risk of sequence of returns, those bad market years early in retirement that can derail a portfolio. Your pension gives you breathing room, so you don't have to sell investments at the wrong time. This combination pension income plus a growth-oriented investment strategy can dramatically improve your long-term retirement outcomes. Our third strategy, choose the right pension payout option. This is one of the most important and often one-time decisions you'll ever make. Do you take the single life payout, the joint life payout, or the lump sum? Single life typically gives you the largest monthly check, but it stops when you pass away. If your spouse depends on that income, they could be left without support. Joint life reduces your monthly benefit, but ensures your spouse continues to receive income for the rest of their life. For couples, this is often the safer choice, but it comes at a cost. Some people try a hybrid approach, take a higher single life option and use part of the difference to buy life insurance. That way, if you pass first, your spouse is still protected. Then there's the lump sum. The pros are flexibility, tax control, and the ability to invest the money however you want. The cons? You take on the investment risk and you have to manage withdrawals responsibly. It's the difference between outsourcing the guarantee to your pension plan or taking full responsibility yourself. When deciding, you need to weigh your health, your spouse's health, your spouse's income sources, and your overall financial plan. There's no one-size-fits-all answer here, and the wrong choice can't be undone. Now let's talk about how a pension plus Social Security can work together to cover your needs. This is where the real power comes in. If your pension and Social Security cover your needs, then your investment portfolio can be reserved for your wants. Things like travel, helping your kids or grandkids, charitable giving, or simply enjoying more freedom. It also protects you in a market downturn. Instead of selling investments at a loss to cover basic expenses, you can lean on that fixed income and give your portfolio time to recover. And with pensions and Social Security covering so much, you can even defer withdrawals from your IRAs until you're required to take them, giving your investments more time to grow tax deferred. So here's the bottom line. A pension makes retirement easier in many ways. It lowers the amount you need to save. It gives you more flexibility with your investments and creates guaranteed income for life, but also makes retirement more complex because you face big one-time decisions like choosing the right payout option. Those often can't be reversed. That's why you need a clear strategy. If you have a pension, don't just guess your way through these choices. Let's design a full retirement plan that makes the most of it. Again, I'm David Cavanis, Certified Financial Planner. I'd encourage you to visit my website at cavaniswealth.com. You can schedule a strategy call. Let's put your pension to work the right way.